Hi there, it's me again, because why not? Um, I've been seeing a lot of discussions around, I'm sure everyone has been seeing discussions around the new GEO and LLMO and whatever O optimization you want to throw at it, new abbreviations that are trendy in the market. And things got me thinking, like, what's with the all chasing new abbreviations thing is like sometimes it seems that we don't know what we are doing. And this is a thought that I had, like, to myself, like, do we know what we are doing? And like for some for some aspect I would say yes, but looking at the vast diversity of professionals and services that are on the market, um, I would attribute all this noise mainly to two things. One is that with the third, the peering of these new technologies around AI, a lot of agencies need to react to client demand. And it's not that they don't know what they are doing. They some of them, some of them might not. Some of them, I would not want to believe that a lot of people don't know what they are doing. That's not what I want to imply. But what I want to say is that we would spend better time looking at the things before reacting to them. And when questioning comes from the top, we would take time to think and take time to observe and take time to analyze before we jump into conclusions and to rushed changes. Um, and it's like somehow on the marketing side, all the urgency around all the now we have to react to AI now makes everyone reactive, and agencies don't know what to deliver, so they have to find something fast to respond to clients. And on the tool stack side, from the tool developers, they don't know what to track, so they need to kind of find something that show that they are in the game and that they are in the market. And in the middle of it all, I have the feeling that nobody stopped a little bit to think what they are catering to and what these changes entail and what actually changes, what's happening. And most appropriately, when I was browsing through social, because if you are in SEO, that's what you do once in a while. Many people do it. I do it more often than I would like, but I understand why many are on social is mainly to catch up with trends and changes. But nevertheless, I saw two articles. Um, One was shared by Will Reynolds on LinkedIn. He has been with Seer Interactive for quite a while. And one was this article where from analytics consulting agency that they published um, this Substack article where they go through um, the fact that many people that are knowledgeable, they once they see that others start to get attention by going viral with things that might not be 100% accurate, or not having as much research, or not having as much groundwork. Virality always wins over, um, you know, common sense, or over a thought that is more um, down to earth. So people kind of chase after virality, and this got me thinking, like, why everyone chases around virality and after um, things that gain a lot of momentum, and they do not devote enough time to track and to analyze which I recommend everyone to actually to have a read at this and have their own conclusions. I agree with a lot of what was written here. And the other post that also, the other article that also got me thinking was by Ed Zitron, when to argue with an AI booster, which is like everyone that is pandering to the new feats and of AI, the new things that AI can do, and what AI cannot do, and everyone keeps saying that it can do. And while having read at these two pieces, this kind of started forming in my thoughts like we are very much more reactive than we should be, and than I would like this industry to be. I don't know if everyone is acquainted with those quotes that are going around, like saying that if you had like 5 minutes to chop a tree, what would you do? Like, how would you spend your time? And the answer goes along the lines like I will spend like 4.5 minutes sharpening my axe and the rest of the time chopping the tree. And this goes towards like that we should be more critical and more observing and more aimed at refining and have a better confidence in our abilities rather than jumping right into the all the noise that's done around all the AIs and new trends coming along. Because if you think a little bit, everything goes down to bots, how these bots kind of crawl the web, how they ingest information. And if you actually spend a lot of time thinking like, so in this step, what would I do different? On this other step, what would I do different? There's no much difference in what would you do for SEO and what you do now for these new technologies. And I think people are slowly realizing that. So I think we should, as an industry, and in order to have some credibility as professionals, I'd rather be someone that doesn't jump headfirst into something that is mostly a novelty. We don't know if it's going to stick, if it's going to deliver to the promises that have been made by all the people in the front of these systems. What I know is that from what I've observed so far, not much has changed from what we do for SEO and what we do for AI. Information needs to be crawled, gathered, accessible to bots, and that's mostly it. That you could argue like, yeah, but there's all this like new algorithms that AIs parse through and use statistical significance or statistical models to output their answers. Yeah, good luck understanding that. I mean, and good luck like making something to counter or to prefer your result that's different than what you do for search engines. So, in a nutshell, these thoughts were just like an exercise for me and from whoever wants to listen, and kind of a reaction to all the noise around AIs and GEOs and LLMOs and whatever everyone seems to be chasing after that's going to be the new kid on the block, which to more and more it seems to me that it's not going to be the new kid on the block. It's just going to be doing the basics really, really well and continuing to do SEO as an expert and a professional and understanding what you are influencing and what goes into the into the into the mix and how these bots operate. So that's it for now. Thanks for listening and pay attention.